Here's a question nobody asks before wiring $48,000. Who owns the floor? Not the machines. The machines are yours. The 3 square feet of tile underneath it belongs to someone else. And everything you're about to pay for lives in those 3 square feet. Charlotte, North Carolina, 6 vending machines, asking $48,000. Cash flow, $10,071 a year. That's 4.8 times earnings against a guide that says 1.5 to 3. But the multiple isn't even the problem today. Actually, hold on. Is it $10,071? Because the same listing page in its own frequently asked questions says the route nets $10,867. 2 different net figures, same page, $796 apart. Nobody proofread the number on which the entire price is built on. And it gets better. The broker publishes its own pricing formula right on the listing. Multiply 2 years of the net plus the assets. Run their formula. 2 years of net is about $20,000. Add 6 used machines. Their own math builds to maybe 30-something. The asking price is $48. The listing fails the formula, printed underneath it. But even that isn't the problem today. The problem is one line in the listing. All 6 machines sit in a single medical office building. Their words, one account with 6 placed machines. One building, one landlord, one new office manager who thinks the machines look dated. And your $48,000 business is 6 machines in your garage. So let's talk about what a vending business legally is. It's machines you own. On floors, you don't. The bridge between those two facts is a placement agreement. And here's what standard placement agreements actually say. Industry standard vending contracts allow either party to terminate with or without cause on 30 days written notice. 30 days. That's the norm, not the exception. On small routes, it's often looser than that, a handshake, an understanding, nothing in writing at all. Which means the asset you're paying for can be legally dissolved by 1 letter and a month of waiting. And if you think the industry doesn't know this, watch how it prices itself when it's being honest. Miami. A route for sale, 8 bar locations, asking $98,000 and listed as optional, 19 brand new machines, still in boxes. Phoenix. Same seller template, 12 bar locations across the metro, asking $120,000. Optional, 42 machines in boxes. Read what those listings are actually saying. The machines are the accessory. The locations are the product. $12,000 per bar in Miami. $10,000 per bar in Phoenix. That's the going rate for permission. Permission that standard contracts let either side cancel in 30 days. You're paying freehold prices for month-to-month rates. Now the expensive version of the same trap. Vacaville, California, a gym vending route. 17 machines inside a national fitness franchise. Revenue, $142,000 a year. Asking $245,000. Credit first. 17 machines doing $142,000 is about $8,300 per machine. And against the surveyed average of $3,700, that's genuinely strong. Gym traffic is real. This is the best looking listing in the entire vending corpus, which is exactly why it deserves the hardest look. The headline selling point is a contract to expand to 42 machines. Part of that $245,000 is the price of machines that don't exist yet, revenue that hasn't happened yet, inside gyms you haven't seen yet. You're being asked to pay today for a future the contract merely permits. And look at the structure underneath. Every machine, current and future, sits inside one gym franchise, one brand, one master relationship. Charlotte's problem, wearing a better suit. If that franchise changes vendors, changes policy, or changes owners, 17 machines in the whole 42 machine dream exit through the same door. Concentration doesn't disappear when the numbers get bigger. It compounds. Now, 3 episodes into this season, you might think every vending listing in America is a trap. It is not. And this episode about fragile permission is exactly where the strong kind belongs. St. Augustine, Florida. Snack and beverage route, asking $199,000. And the anchor, in the listing's own words, a contract with a government institutional client, a captive, recurring customer base. Understand what that sentence is worth. A government contract is everything the 30-day handshake isn't. Written, term-based, renewed on a schedule, not on a mood. The office manager can't cancel it because the machines look dated. And a captive facility means the customers can't walk to the gas station across the street. Same industry, same machines, same quarters. But the floor under these machines is held by paper that fights back. So here's a word this season hasn't used yet. Green light. Conditional. And here are the conditions, because a green light means start the diligence. It never means wire the money. The listing doesn't disclose cash flow publicly, so the first ask is the full books. The second ask is the contract itself. How many years remain, and what happens at renewal. Price it on the ruler, 1.5 to 3 times documented cash flow. And if $199,000 sits inside that range with the contract term to back it. This is the first listing this season, built the right way. That's the real lesson of the location episode. Permission isn't one thing. It runs from a handshake that dies in 30 days to a government contract that outlives the truck. The listings price them the same. Your job is to never pay contract prices for handshake paper. Verdict? On Charlotte, trap. Nearly 5 times earnings for a one-account business with 2 versions of its own net income is paying a premium for maximum fragility. And as I record this, the listing is marked pending. So, someone said yes. On St. Augustine, green light, conditional. The structure is right, now the books have to be. And on the category, a rule. Location value is real. It's the realest thing in vending. But it ranges from the most fragile asset in the industry to the most durable. And the price tag won't tell you which one you're holding. So before any wire, 3 quick questions. Is the agreement written? What's the termination clause? And how much of the price survives if the biggest location sends the letter? If the seller can't answer in writing, you're not buying a business. You're buying a mood. Next episode, we go where this season has been pointing. 48 listings, 1 copywriter. Machines sold on pallets dressed as income. The marketplace itself goes under the lens. Subscribe and get the math before the market does.